Good morning. It is Saturday morning on my way to work. I just left Starbucks in Homachi. Anyway, just parking up there and stuff, right? And really, you're not supposed to park on this street right here where I'm at. But people do, and they got these patrol people that come around, and what they'll do is they'll stand in front of your car and wait about 30 seconds for you to notice them, and if you don't, then they'll start writing you a ticket. But they take a real long time it takes like almost 5 minutes to write a ticket or something like that. But I guess they're doing that to give you time to move your car, and or to come out and tell them it's your car, then they'll just leave. But anyway, every Saturday I always see this one red Mercedes. I think it's a 6.0 or something like that. It's red, convertible, two-seater and all. And so I jumped in the car today because the guys came, and the guy came out, the guy that owned the Mercedes, and he jumped in his car because he's right behind me. And he pulled up next to me, and he just looked over, waved, said, "What's up?" and took off, and then I just did a U-turn right in the middle of the street, But it's cool because I don't know exactly how, man, I hope you guys can hear me. Wow, let me close all this stuff up. I don't know exactly what you guys are hearing about what's going on in Japan concerning the way they, talk to black people and stuff like that. But, my experiences out here has just been nothing less than superb. I mean, I'll have some problems with some of these young guys and stuff, but, I'm old and I'm not about to fight no kid because, he's been watching rap MTV, and he wants to be a thug or a gangster or something, and I guess for him to, feel that he can get his brother pass or his gangster pass or his thug on pass or whatever, he got to challenge, a brother and, show a brother up, and, they'll walk and they'll bump, they'll walk up and they might say something, I just laugh at them, and just leave it at that, it's a lot of, like I said, these lowrider gang guys and stuff right here, which they don't bang or anything, but, they just represent, or they just wear the fashion and stuff, and they spend a lot of money. That's what I'm saying. You guys need to make some cash or something, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money. I keep telling y'all that, man. Y'all need to open up and don't let no other people do it, but you guys need to open up and show the world who you are from your perspective, and you be the ones in charge and stuff, because there's still a lot of money to be made out there. There's a whole bunch of money to be made, But anyway, it was cool. I was kind of surprised though. But this guy, I don't know how old he is, but he's I ain't gay or nothing, but I do appreciate with human beings and stuff, and beauty and all that stuff. He was handsome, got real in good shape and everything, and I don't know how much money he got or anything, but I'm sure he's not poor, because those cars, like my car, every year I have to pay $560 just for, owning this car, driving this car and stuff like that, so, how can I say that? So anyway, yeah, but anyway, it's cool. That's why I like hanging out over there, because a lot of girls over there, a lot of guys over there, and and most of the guys out here in Japan, a lot of these guys, they're all about business, you know what I'm saying? They go Lexus in front of me, they go on right there. These guys are all about business and stuff, and if you talk to them, you'd be surprised, man. How some of them just open up and just, they'll let you know what's going on, and especially because of like another thing too, like people teaching English over here, right? So my English, what I do is I used to teach the way everyone else taught, because this one lady that I work for, that's going to work for right now, she taught me, because I didn't know what was going on and stuff, but she taught me and stuff, the way I guess everyone else teaches English. And I was, it was okay. It was kind of stupid to me, but, I was talking to Too Tricky the other day, and we was talking about school and stuff, and I was saying, when I was young, blah, 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 but he brought up something I didn't really realize, and that's the standard of education when I was young was way higher than what it seems like it is now, especially in the inner cities and stuff, And, we have black teachers, white teachers, whatever, and they care, even up in the 80s, I wasn't even really trying this stuff, but, so I can't say it was their fault. I got a 2.2 when I graduated, but that's totally my fault because I messed up because I was on the dean's list then, when I was in 10th grade, and I had got I was on the dean's list when I was in the 10th grade, and and actually I had failed my algebra class the first year, so I don't know how I ended. By the end of the year, I was on the dean's list, or I was on it in the 11th grade. I'm not sure, But the 12th grade, I was just, I don't know, I just messed up. But anyway, I'm not stupid. I still read, But I had a point and I forgot what I was gonna say. Don't you hate that? What was I gonna say? There goes some trees. Wow, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. But anyway, oh yeah, I think it was something about business and stuff like that, So anyway, a lot of these people out here, it's real cool, But like I said, it's just your attitude. If you come out here with a poor attitude, you're not gonna meet people. I just come in here, drink my chai, iced latte, and just sit there, and I might talk to a couple of girls and stuff if I get a chance, But but what's cool out here though, is because picking up girls out here is really different, because it's really different because how can I say that? I don't know. It's really different, And well, why it's really different? It's really different because most of these girls expect you to talk to them, And if you don't talk to them, it's kind of like strange and stuff. But even when you talking to the guys, it's quite what kind of guys you talk to, whatever your hobbies are and stuff, you can. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, a lot of people that you can meet, and once you but when you're talking to these guys, it's like it's always, if you keep it business, it's like, it's great because I don't know, it's just so great, And I got a mail from one of my other friends the other day, and I can't say what he said, but anyway, he did bring up something saying like, why am I always think why I'm not rich yet, but I know exactly why I'm not rich, and I don't even know why I even asked myself that stupid question. But the only reason I'm not rich, is because I'm instead of focusing on making myself rich, I'm always helping other people trying to achieve their dreams, and because I'm working on mine, I'm just too lazy to really jump out there and stuff. But I need to just do this, get this couple of typing things done, and then I'm gonna be out there. Like I said, I got this one. I got a few plans, but I got this one plan that's just gonna make I think I can make $1 billion. I'm sure I can. Oh, I think I was talking about the English and stuff. Anyway, the English, I don't know why I even brought that up in the first place. But I guess I'm just gonna finish what I was gonna say. Anyway, the way they teach English out here in Japan really sucks because these young kids, they really don't really. Oh my God! Wow, she looks really nice. Anyway, these kids out here, they I think a lot of for these young teachers, these teachers and stuff, I think they're selling these kids short, for their English and stuff. I'm thinking, they just got a racist attitude, because they always saying, well, Japanese kids and Japanese. I'm like, why are you calling them Japanese kids? They're just kids, if they can read kanji and write hiragana, katakana, like my friend Tricky said, if they can study all that stuff, why is English so hard? Because English don't have any honorific and Keigo, and it's this other K-tire, something like that. I forgot it's another one, and all this stuff, So